global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. After the governors, the 18 governors of PDP, threw their support behind Fubara as it has to do with the crisis going on in the state, other stakeholders of the PDP have summed up courage to speak now boldly. You'll be shocked, one of those who have spoken up, though he had at one time called President Bola Tinubu to dive into the case, but this time around he was very frank about it and had also sent a strong message to APC that they gotta wait for them. 2027, they're going to feel PDP real good. I'm going to give you full details of what transpired in an interview that he was involved in. Former Senate President and Chairman Board of Trustee of the main opposition party, People Democratic Party, Senator Adolphus Wabara, has commended the PDP governors over their resolution to stand by Governor Similaye Fubara of Rivers State against forces behind the raging political crisis in the state. The PDP governors had in their recent meeting in Enugu vowed to support Fubara against masterminds of the ongoing political hiccups in the oil-rich state. They advised those farming the embers of conflict and crisis to distract Fubara and destabilize the government to desist and allow him to deliver good governance to Rivers people unimpeded. The forum has resolved to stand by His Excellency Sir Similaye Fubara, Governor of Rivers State, while at the same time employing wider consultation with stakeholders for a peaceful resolution and thus finding a lasting solution to the crisis. The former chairman or the forum chairman, Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, read in a communique. Wabara, in an exclusive chat, commended the PDP governors, and according to him, he says that he commended them for them courageously rising as one people against the anti-democratic forces masterminding the crisis in Rivers State. He said that the solidarity demonstrated by the governors was quite commendable and a confirmation of the historic fact that PDP will never abandon its own. Wabara added that the position of the PDP Governors Forum on the river political crisis as well as other national issues represented the position of the BOT, the national leadership, and the entire membership of the party. According to him, he says, I sincerely commend the PDP governors for speaking with one voice and solidarizing with one of their own. This is a strong message that PDP is united and will not waver in its resolve to defend democracy. The former Senate President further said it is highly provocative, undemocratic, and unacceptable for anyone to think a sitting governor will turn into a puppet for whatever reasons. Wabara, who had earlier urged President Bola Tinubu to ignore those calling for emergency rule in Rivers State, restated his opposition against the call. He advised the president not to lean towards those attempting to hijack power through the back door in Rivers State, warning that the political crisis in the state is capable of plunging the entire country into a needless political turmoil of mismanaged. Senator Wabara, who expressed delight over the unity again among PDP governors, predicted a rebound for the party come 2027. According to him, he says that Nigeria has seen the hypocrisy of the ruling APC, which has ruined the country's economy, will have no choice but to return PDP to power in 2027 to put Nigerians back on track. The BOT chairman, who commended the PDP governors over their spirited effort to reposition the party ahead of 2027, expressed hope that some members who left the party will soon return. He also commended Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State for hosting his colleague governors and other elders of the party during the meeting. The BOT chairman particularly appreciated the beauty in the diversity of Nigeria's culture as they led the PDP governors to dance various Enugu Surugere cultural dance. According to him, he says, I want to sincerely appreciate Governor Mba for hosting the great event and for showing capacity in leadership, consolidating on the achievement of his predecessor. In Enugu, PDP governors demonstrated that culture can truly be used to unite Nigeria as one people. As our 18 governors and party leaders cutting across every region of the country deck in the traditional Igbo attires, dance the Enugu Surugere dance, the beauty in the diversity of our rich culture was the central message. He regretted that under the watch of APC, Nigeria is today more divided than united due to bad policies and misrule, but expressed confidence that when PDP regains control at the center, the country will once again be more united, as was the case during the PDP days. Wow, that was a great one coming from the BOT chairman, that's Board of Trustee chairman of the People Democratic Party. But one of the very interesting thing here is this man has not spoken before. There was a time he called attention of the president to what into the case, and that was when so many people started releasing vibes against them, like, you guys are around, you claim to be elders of the party, but things are getting wrong. You can't even call anybody to order. And if you notice the way the man came into this case, you notice he didn't mention Wike throughout. He said those who are masterminding. He never mentioned Wike. Wike must be a kind of an idol in PDP, such that people are so scared to talk about Wike. I don't know why it's like that. Even those that ordinarily looking at them, you know that Wike can't do anything to them, but yet so much reservation when it comes to talking about Wike. They will instead claim that there are some bad-spirited people who are fighting against PDP and all of that. But talk about Wike, nobody's mentioning it. Well, for me, I think that is a kind of boast for the governors. By him coming up to speak against all of that stuff that has been going on, it clearly shows that the governors did a great thing, which means all of them were waiting for the governors to speak. The governors have spoken. Let's see the wider consultation they promise, how it's going to look like. My colleague is in the house. Let's look at this whole issue and also the issue of 2027. They believe that come 2027, with how degraded the state country is economically, possibly they will be given an opportunity. PDP will have given an opportunity to come back and put the country on track once again. Do you think this can be possible based on all the wahaha going on in PDP?
Well, everything and anything is possible. If APC, who would have believed that APC would have won an incumbent? Jonathan had it in his hands, in his grip, and he lost it to APC. The power of United Front. Anything and everything is possible. The question now is, what candidate will PDP be fronting? What would they be fielding? Is it going to be a northerner? If it's going to be a northerner, by default, the APC will collect that ticket again. Because there's this unanimous unwritten agreement between the north and the southern part of Nigeria that it has to be 8 years apiece. And the north or the southerners are still on 4. They are not done the 4 yet. So you can't be coming in again to encroach on the 8. Except, of course, they will have to change the 4 years tenure to one straight single tenure of 6 years. And then again, if that happens, then we are looking at APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu staying to the next 5 years. So either which way, anything and everything is possible on one condition. If PDP will come with a united front and field a southerner. That's, of course, if all of this between now and 6 years time or 4 years time or 3 years time, depending on what will eventually be the result of the 6 years, one single term tenure. Whatever happens in this period will determine if Nigeria will still have a united front for PDP. Because the kind of hunger in Nigeria, let's see if this even will pull through.
All right, now let's talk about the feud between Wike and Fubara. The BOT chairman kind of was very dodgy about mentioning Wike's name and all of that. But do you think that the position of the governors is kind of threat to Wike's calm, being that it seems he's not giving up on his fight? But do you think that had built the confidence of Fubara and possibly the key stakeholders in the PDP nationally?
This is politics. I don't take, as a politician, you should know that whatever assurances and support you get, you should take it with a pinch of salt. Don't forget that the fight between Fubara and Wike is like husband and wife fight. Before now, it was master prodigy and relationship bad. Even if we want to widen with a lot of care. You don't want in with all your full body and your full chest. If tomorrow they decide to make up and become uncle or brother and son again, or father and son again, they will use you to settle. So as adults and as politicians, you move in tending and treading very carefully. If you notice, the likes of Rotimi Amechi and the likes of Atiku Abubakar are very silent over this rift between the two of them. So this is politics. You all have permanent interest, no permanent enemy, no permanent foe, just permanent interest. And that's exactly what the BOT are being careful of. Whatever it is that must have transpired, a lot of what have gone under the bridge, they will not come and carry their full chest over what they don't have direct benefit over. As elders, they're just being careful with their words, using wisdom if they have to. Because who knows, tomorrow tables can change, and now all of a sudden the person you gave your 100% support is not the one now chasing you out.
Just like what had happened in Edo State between Philip Schreiber and Oshumole. Before now they were very close pals, and all of a sudden there was a shift, but they are back. However, that's what we like.